In 1993, a deadly standoff between federal agents and a religious sect known as the Branch Davidians captured the world's attention. At the center of this tragic confrontation was David Koresh, a charismatic and controversial leader. His rise to power, the beliefs he propagated, and the catastrophic end at Waco, Texas, serve as a stark reminder of the complexities of religious fervor and government intervention. This narrative explores the life of David Koresh, from his troubled beginnings to his dramatic end, highlighting the influences and events that shaped his path.
David Koresh was born Vernon Wayne Howell on August 17, 1959, in Houston, Texas. Raised by a single mother, Bonnie Clark, and a string of her boyfriends, Howell's early life was unstable. His mother was just 14 when he was born, and he never knew his father. Sent to live with his grandparents at a young age, Howell struggled academically due to undiagnosed dyslexia and dropped out of high school. Despite his difficulties, Howell found solace in religion. In his early 20s, he joined the Seventh-day Adventist Church, but his unorthodox views and disruptive behavior led to his expulsion. Seeking a new spiritual home, Howell discovered the Branch Davidians, a splinter group from the Seventh-day Adventist Church, founded by Victor Houteff in 1934 and later led by Benjamin Roden.
In 1981, Vernon Howell moved to the Branch Davidian compound near Waco, Texas. The group, led by Lois Roden, Benjamin Roden's widow, was small but devoted. Howell began a relationship with Lois, who was significantly older, and claimed to receive divine visions. This relationship and his charismatic preaching helped him gain influence within the group. A power struggle ensued after Lois Roden's death in 1986. Howell, now styling himself as David Koresh, adopting the name of King David and the Persian King Cyrus the Great, clashed with Lois's son, George Roden, for leadership. The feud escalated to violence, culminating in a gunfight in 1987. Koresh and his followers were arrested but acquitted of attempted murder charges, solidifying his leadership of the Branch Davidians.
Under Koresh's leadership, the Branch Davidians grew in number and fervor. He preached an apocalyptic doctrine, claiming to be the final prophet and the Lamb of God who would open the 7 seals of the Book of Revelation, signaling the end times. Koresh's teachings included polygamy, asserting that he had the divine right to take multiple wives, some of whom were underage girls. Koresh's controversial practices and the group's stockpiling of weapons attracted the attention of law enforcement. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, ATF, began investigating allegations of child abuse and illegal firearms at the compound. On February 28, 1993, the ATF attempted to execute a search warrant at the Mount Carmel Center, leading to a deadly shootout that killed 4 ATF agents and 6 Branch Davidians. The failed raid initiated a 51-day standoff between the Branch Davidians and federal agents. Negotiations were tense, with intermittent progress and setbacks. Koresh promised to surrender after completing a manuscript on the 7 seals, but his erratic behavior and the deteriorating conditions inside the compound heightened the sense of urgency among law enforcement.
On April 19, 1993, the FBI launched a final assault on the Mount Carmel compound using tear gas in an attempt to force the Branch Davidians out. A few hours into the assault, a fire broke out and quickly engulfed the building. The blaze killed 76 people, including David Koresh, and many of his followers, including women and children. The exact cause of the fire remains a subject of controversy, with debates over whether it was started by the Branch Davidians as a suicide pact or inadvertently by the FBI's actions. The Waco siege and its tragic conclusion had far-reaching implications. It raised significant questions about the use of force by federal agencies and the handling of religious groups. The event fueled anti-government sentiment and became a rallying point for militia movements and conspiracy theorists. In the aftermath, multiple investigations were conducted to determine the causes and responsibility for the tragic loss of life. The incident underscored the need for better communication and tactics in dealing with similar standoffs in the future. It also highlighted the dangers posed by charismatic leaders who exploit religious beliefs for control.
The story of David Koresh and the Branch Davidians is a haunting tale of religious extremism, charismatic leadership, and governmental response. Koresh's rise to power and the devastating end at Waco serve as a powerful reminder of the complexities and potential dangers inherent in apocalyptic movements. As we reflect on these events, we are reminded of the delicate balance between religious freedom and the need to protect individuals from harm, and the importance of measured, informed responses to crises.